Hi everyone, hope you've all had a great week. Today I'm sharing my autumn winter ZARA haul and lookbook. All the best pieces I've found in store and the many different outfits I can make with them. Now before you say it, I know ZARA has way too much polyester in their collection, which is why I've saved you the job sifting through it to find the best pieces, and I've done the searching for you in this haul. I've only chosen pieces from either their Join Life collection, natural fibres or recycled fabrics. So sit back, relax and let me share with you the most stylish and sustainable pieces on offer at ZARA in this autumn winter lookbook. A portion of this video has very kindly been sponsored by Shoptagger, and they've also very kindly been saving me lots of money with my online shopping, which is never a bad thing with Black Friday and Cyber Week coming up, and I'm imagining this year is going to be one of the biggest yet. So just in case you're not familiar with how Shoptagger works, let me just show you this quickly. First of all, make sure you're on Chrome and head to Shoptagger's website. Download the browser button and drag the icon to your top bar like this. Now it's installed and you can start shopping. Now once you see an item you like, you just click the icon here and save it. The great thing about it for me is that you can get notifications via either email or mobile push when an item you've saved goes on sale or comes back in stock. And you can start to compile your wish list too. Even without Black Friday and Cyber Week coming up, I use this on a normal basis anyhow. I always have a quick check before I buy something just to see if there's a discount, and Shoptagger is always scanning the web for coupon codes that I'd be silly not to take advantage of that. There's also a cashback feature on certain stores where you can earn money direct to your PayPal account, which when you shop a fair amount like I do, can add up quite quickly. So if you're interested in saving yourself a few pennies for your next shopping trip, or you just want to get organized for Black Friday and get notified the second those pieces you're after go into sale, I've included a link in the description box below to Shoptagger's website, and I highly recommend you download it. So back to ZARA, and before I shop anywhere, I always try and take a really good look at my wardrobe and try and see where the gaps are. I've created a capsule wardrobe of sorts, and I do find that the declutter is really therapeutic for your mind, but also for your wardrobe as well. It makes getting dressed each morning so much easier, and it really helps me to see what I need rather than what I just want. So one thing I realized I'm missing from my capsule wardrobe is a navy coat. I wanted something smart, possibly tailored, and ideally in wool. And I found this beautiful option from the Join Life collection at ZARA. Now, if you're not familiar with ZARA's Join Life range, it's essentially their more sustainable offering. They use a lot of recycled polyester, tencel, and in this case, recycled wool. 57% in fact. Okay, I know that's not 100% wool, but that would cost the consumer an awful lot more than this coat's price tag, which is just under £100. So we've got to take the positives where we can. So this coat has got quite a masculine look, but they haven't overdone it. I can still see the femininity to it. I always take a UK 10, so I went for this in a size small. It's coming up very slightly on the large size. Well, particularly the shoulders seem a little wide for me. Those shoulder pads are just reaching over the top onto my upper arms. But in actual fact, the other way I would style it would be like this, with a jumper underneath, which is probably far more practical for English winters. You don't seem to notice the width of those shoulders as much as when I wore it with a blouse underneath. You've got the nice wide lapels here and then very simple buttons which keep it looking elegant. I also really like the length of this coat. I think they've got that spot on. Not only is it really practical obviously for autumn winter, but I think it looks more on trend that length as well. So first out the box, a really nice winter coat from ZARA that I think ticks lots of boxes for the trends this season, whilst also being really affordable at the same time. Love it or loathe it, winter means knitwear. Unless of course you're sunning yourself somewhere in Australia right now, in which case I'm very jealous. For the rest of us, we've resigned ourselves to the next 4 months of freeze, but I for one am going to try and do it in the most stylish way possible. Which brings me to the sweater dress, the autumn winter fashion trend that virtually every single high street store seems to be pushing right now. Now I must admit I have a bit of a love-hate relationship with this trend. Now I'm going to stand back a little bit so you can see at first glance it looks like I'm wearing just one giant sack of wool. But then when you add a belt, your favourite pair of ankle boots, and not forgetting my trusty black tights, suddenly it turns into that one-hit wonder outfit idea perfect for this autumn winter. Yes, it's big and baggy and probably not the most flattering dress in the entire world, but I like the fact that it takes me about 10 minutes to get ready. It's warm and it's snuggly and I feel put together with the ease of just 3 pieces. And I think the very nature of sweater dresses is the fact that they generally don't have an awful lot of shape, but you can really simply fix that just by adding a belt. I've added my one, which I think I got from H&M Premium Collection. If it's still there, I will add a link in the description box. I've left a few of the gathers at the front here, and then I've got a few at the back as well. But what I do try and do with outfits like this is not have those gathers sitting over my hips, because it will just make you look even wider. Pull them to the front and then pull them to the back. Just make sure those gathers aren't sitting directly on your hips. I've rolled up the sleeves a couple of times just so you can see a little bit of skin over my wrist here. And then obviously this dress has got a really nice deep back with a bow detail as well. It's just sitting high enough to get away with wearing a bra with it too, which is always a bonus. But there are lots of different versions of sweater dresses all across the high street at the moment. And hopefully I've given you a bit of an idea not only how to style them, but how to give them a bit more shape. If you're not already subscribed to my channel, it would be really lovely if you could do so. And don't forget to press all notifications on the pop-up. You can also follow my daily style pictures over on Instagram at Fashion and Style Edit. Now green is a welcome shade that we saw popping up time and time again on the autumn-winter 2020 runways. Ranging from mint to olive, there's a whole spectrum to choose from. And you could of course include this fashion trend with either an accessory or an item of clothing. After having a good mooch on Zara's website for this haul, I was pleasantly surprised to come across this beautiful version made from 100% mulberry silk. Definitely a direction I would love to see more of from Zara. And known to be one of the finest silks you could buy, you would imagine this blouse would be insanely out of budget. But at just under £60, Zara have made this fabric far more accessible and affordable. Now Zara actually described this shade as greenish, but I would probably say it's a really nice khaki. It's not something I've got an awful lot of in my own capsule wardrobe, and actually I do really like the shade. It feels warm and elegant and classic really. Now first of all, I showed you what this blouse looks like with a pair of jeans when I was wearing the navy coat, and I do really like that look and would probably wear it like that quite a lot. But this is another way to wear it, perhaps slightly smarter, a little bit more elevated, but still with casual vibes to it as well. So I've styled it with a pair of high-waisted needle cord flares that I actually got a while ago from Massimo Dutti. Although they have sold out, I have seen some really nice pairs around recently, so I shall link all my favourites in the description box below. And despite the length of them on my feet, I'm just about getting away with wearing them with my ankle boots. I've paired my Saint Laurent crossbody bag with this outfit just to dress it down and make it look a little bit more casual, but obviously you could easily dress this up with heels and a clutch. So it's really lovely to see pure mulberry silk making its way into the Zara collection. And if you haven't shopped there for a while, I would highly recommend having a look, particularly at their Join Life collection. So next up, I noticed just a really simple piece was missing from my capsule wardrobe. I just needed a few polo necks or turtlenecks. And I found this one in Zara's collection, retailing at $19.99 and made from a blend of viscose, so nice option. It feels beautiful on actually. I did wonder when I opened the box whether it got some merino in it, but apparently no, it is just a blend of viscose. Going true to size, it's got a really nice fit, it's quite skinny on the arms, and I like the fact that you've got quite a lot of fabric to be able to leave the roll neck either quite high like I have, or obviously you could roll it back over itself. There are so many different outfit ideas running through my head, because not only do I find turtlenecks really practical for when it's cold outside, but I also think they're just instantly elevating for any outfit really. There's something about them that's really elegant and I find really flattering from such a simple piece. Then linking on from spring summer's dad chino trends, this autumn winter the dads got a little bit smarter. Think of a more luxe tailor tailored version of your dad's trousers and you'll be on the right path. So I found this pair of dad trousers on Zara's website, and such is their popularity, I actually had to size up, which as it happens might turn out to be a happy accident. I like the slightly baggy fit and the fact that the high waist isn't sitting skin tight against me, which is definitely a positive. Now, because they are obviously quite oversized and baggy, I really wanted to keep the top half of me quite slimline, so that's why I've paired them with this roll neck. You could add a belt if you wanted to, but I actually quite like leaving that waistband bare. And like I mentioned, they are a little bit long, but I actually quite like that gathering around my ankles. I think that looks really nice. It's those little details that I think make an outfit look effortless and then in turn really chic. So as you can see, they're a pretty masculine fit. They've got that really nice dart down the front there, and you have got side pockets as well. And content wise, you've got 43% of wool in there, which for $49.99 I am pretty happy with. Next, I've gone from one extreme to the other, never ever wearing leather trousers and then buying a second pair in camel in the space of a month. As you all know, it's one of the big fashion trends this autumn winter, and I'm very hesitantly joining in. Obviously, these being faux leather, they are made from polyester, and I actually think they're a really good option. And as you know, neutrals are in this season, and I think they've got that shade of camel, that light brown, spot on. It's not too tan, it's not too orange, just a lovely light taupe. Leather leggings, be it faux or real, are quite exposing. There is no hiding any lumps and bumps. So I much prefer how I've styled it in this second look with a much longer top. I also really like the mixture of textures. Obviously, you've got quite a crisp cotton shirt sat against that faux leather. I think that's a nice mixture. It feels very elegant and chic, and although faux leather is one of the trends, this feels like a pretty timeless look at the same time. Now, if you wanted to dress this up for the evening, you could switch out the flats for a nice pair of heels, maybe do them in black, and that way you can include a black clutch as well. I think that would look nice. I think the only issue I have personally with this pair of faux leather trousers is the fact that they're too tight for me. I would rather size up and feel like I've got a little bit more room around the waistband, and I think they're coming up just a tiny bit too short on me. But in terms of the quality, the colour, the style, and of course the fact that they're $19.99, I'd say Zara have done a really good job with these. Don't forget, the link is in the description box below to Shoptagger's website, where you can go get yourself a wish list together ready for those Cyber Week sales. I really hope you've enjoyed this lookbook and it's given you a few ideas and inspiration about what's new in at Zara, specifically looking at their Join Life collection. And hopefully you'll join me on Wednesday on my channel for lots more fashion advice and style tips. I'll see you then.